Perhaps there's a thing or two I think of lying in bed I shouldn't have said, but there it is. You see, it's all clear. You were meant to be here from the beginning. Maybe I might have changed, not been so cruel, not being such a fool. Whatever was done is done. I just can't recall. It doesn't matter at all. You see, it's all clear. You were meant to be here from the beginning.
There's a large herd of elk right on the skyline. On November 7th. They're way up high. How about a dozen of them? And I was here in August. Today, I chose today and tomorrow and the next day as the temperature on about 8,000 feet is at least 40 degrees right now. At least. I mean, in the sun it's not even cold. And tonight it probably will get to 28, 26, but no wind. That's why I decided to come. And I should have brought that other camera. Oh well. There's the elk again. Well, this little ear movie is going to be about the final resting spot up here in the North Pole where Santa Claus lives. This is where this surfer here has retired from surfing. Early this morning, I hung my 3 favorite surfboards, just these jewels, in my brother's lumber yard, way down in the valley. Hung them way up high on a wall where nobody can get at them. And like this hike, I've come about 2,000 feet vertical, and am getting, as we can see, the snow drifts back there. Now my legs are getting tuned up to ski, and my arms are going to retire from surfing. So I'm going to get a picture for y'all to see where the surfboards are retired, resting peacefully, maybe for the rest of their life. And wow, look at that. Now last summer, I spent a couple nights in those forests right there, and go back a movie or two. Those are just precious alpine meadows and glacial springs, like I showed in August in the movie. Right there's a glacial spring, and right up over there, just so pristine. So I don't know how far I'm going to get today, but it's safe, mild weather, so nothing to worry about. And right now it's probably about 2 o'clock. All right, and those elk are up there again somewhere. All right, so this is about changing sports. All right, over and out. Well, aloha. Hello, hello. Well, this report is being done here just before the sun goes past that mountain. And just in case I get eaten by a wolf or a bear, which I've just seen tracks. I've saw tracks around that hill over there where all the elks are at. I'm guarantee they're wolf tracks. And looky down there, all that's snow. But look up here. I've walked up here. It is bare ground. And it's just hot. It's practically hot. The full moon, I think, was last night. So I'm leaving that window open. But look, I found a bare spot way up here in the North Pole. But I'm not kidding you. You know, I saw coyotes right over there, tracks, but wolf tracks. But the elks are, well, there's some elk around here. There was one up there a minute ago. That's what those wolves are doing. I got a big pistol sitting over there. But it is so quiet. That's why I killed myself to get up this high. I mean, I am up here high. But I'm hoping, of course, look, I'm talking so loud, Jesus. I'm hoping I would hear some wolves at the night in this cirque. Because that's where I hiked last summer over to that elk meadow way up there, and there's another one up here. Of course, they're in snow now. And the elk I saw this summer were clear up in those avalanche chutes. That's all green grass in the summer. But it'd be pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever heard of wolves howling at night or even in the daytime, but that's why I came way up here. I'm going to stay 2 nights because tomorrow is going to be perhaps in the 60s again and light wind. And see, tomorrow's Saturday, Sunday, same weather forecast. But after that, that's it for the season. We're expecting storms like Monday, and this will just be a wilderness. But it's warm up here, man. And I'm going to just base camp it right here, and then hike up that away into the basins, and there's a big ridge up there, looks way over into the Lemhi range. Now I'm melting snow for water and coffee. There's my stove over there. So I just had some nice coffee. So I'll tell you what, this late fall camping's fine with me. Look at this. I'm in my long underwear, and I'm putting on, I got down pants and down jacket and a down sleeping bag. Shit, I'll probably be hot. Alright, well, I just had to catch this last solar blast before, that's just got a few minutes left, and then the temperature is just going to plummet. And I don't know what I'm going to do. It's only about 5 o'clock. It sure is pretty up here. Up here where the wolves and the elk are. All right. Ow! Woo! 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 Okie doke. Mañana. Thanks for watching. So, this is what I'm doing for entertainment. Now that it's getting kind of dark. It's not really even that cold. But what else do you do, I guess, up here in the wilderness? Lucky the wind's kind of going downhill. and there's no smoke. So that's a pretty nice little fire. Just real sweet. Hardly a breath of wind, so it's just mild. Like I say, on Monday, I'll bet you we would see 12 to 15 inches of snow under these trees where I'm sitting. See, these trees generate enough heat in the daytime because it's been sunny for 10 days. So they melted the snow under their self there. That's why I'm surrounded by snow, but because of these dark green trees, almost black, the solar heat right here was enough to melt off the snow. All right, there's a campfire report at 9,000 feet on November 7th. Mighty fine. Well, here's the coffee report here at the North Pole. And the overnight experience in the igloo there. Now, since I've been living at the equator down there in South Texas for 3 decades and 6 years in the Sandwich Islands, staying up here in the Ice Age overnight, the first night here, well, the report is quite positive. Now, I made sure, since I'm an aging athlete, that I had the best gear for an overnight at temperatures in the high 20s. Now, that having been said, does not mean yet that I know how to use this high dollar equipment. But so this deal they invented, you put in this air mattress, slips in this tube, this slot under your down sleeping bag, so you don't roll off your pad, and it's like 3 inches thick. Really very comfortable. Just, that's an A+. Now, that is your insulation from the bottom. on your top you got all this down, and then I got on down pants and down jacket, but the temperature of the air mattress was cool. And so in the middle of the night, I had just a small piece of foam I put under my hips, and then I bought this sleeping bag liner. Good thing I brought that. So I got inside the sleeping bag liner, and I put this small skinny foam under my core, and that's all. But then that left my feet and shoulders still on the cool air mattress. So now I realize people carry one of those 1/4 inch or 3/8 inch foam closed cell foam pads that weigh like nothing. So in the fall and early spring, I think you just slip that in there, and you'd just be toasty. So I'm pretty happy. And of course, look, there's a bonfire over there. So look how quiet and still, except for my big mouth, it is up here. All right, well, there's the sleeping report. All right, over and out. Well, here is the running water report. Down, you can see something shining right down in there. Probably can hear it, because I can hear it. There's a spring available right through there, and probably ends over there. To get there is another whole deal, to walk through all those boulders and that snow. You know, I've been eating these snow drifts for water, which isn't too bad. You know, that's easy. And I've already walked my little bare, that bare ground that I found is just 300 yards downhill. And I've probably walked as far as I want to walk today, up to this top ridge. It's pretty cool up here. And it's only 9 a.m. and it's warm in these rocks. There's hardly any wind. So, and it's going to get to be 60 by 2 p.m. up here. But after walking 3 miles and at least 2,000 feet elevation yesterday, I'm going to save my energy for the return hike tomorrow, which will be downhill. Now in August, I got up into that just gorgeous alpine cirque. It's just a green, lush meadow with wildflowers. And then there's another one around that corner. And the elk last August were way up in the top of that avalanche chute. And today, I saw a bull earlier. He was far away, but he must have been a bull because he was alone. And he ran out and up through there, and that's where all those cows are, is that away that I saw yesterday. All right, that's the freshwater report. That's what I might walk down there, but we'll see. Okie doke, over and out. Well, we'll see if this comes out in this light. That is a wolf track. 1, 2, 3, 4. As big as my fist. Single. I think it's just one animal. That's what it's looking like. A single wolf. And there's actually a coyote that's been in the track after the wolf. I can see there's a little coyote track, but there's the wolf. But like I say, I think there could be two, but it might only be one. Solitary wolf. Now I'm going to go up a ways on top of that ridge up there, and the elk are that way. So these wolves are near the elk. So we'll keep looking. Over and out. At maybe 10,000 feet, I've seen many rabbit tracks way up here, and that wolf track again made this morning, no doubt about it, because the snow is nice and fluffy. So they're around. I'm going to just hang out here for a while. There's the ski hill. And there's the 12,000 feet. Well, it's the second night, and it's getting darker and darker, but things are pretty great. Dry, everything is dry, all my clothes, and temperature is going to be the same as last night, like 25 by daybreak. So luckily this huge pinyon pine has dropped needles and collected enough solar energy to dry out this spot where I am. And then I just terraced a little spot so I'm level to sack out on. And these trees are a food source. There's been 2 grouse up in the. I've been watching them. They've been eating. I guess the pine nuts are up on the top of that tree. This tree. So I've been listening to this big bird. They're large birds, big as a chicken. And then there's another one kind of down below me, doing the same thing, feeding in the top of the tree. Well, there's, this, all I need next time I come is that length of foam that I can insert underneath or actually above my air mattress, and then be directly below me. And then I'm going to sew a cover of, I already am carrying this, that's a rain poncho, doesn't weigh hardly anything. So I'm going to sew some Velcro corners on it so I can attach it to the top of that bag, and that thing ought to be good for 15 degrees and just really be warm at 15. So here's what I'm doing for water. Just get some snow, put it in that cup. Pretty clean, it's clean water, because it's too far to walk way down to that river over there, or creek. There's a closer one over here, 200 yards, but through all the snow and the brush. So making water with that, it's pretty easy. Okay, there's the glowing sunset in the mountains at 9,000 feet, I suppose. Over and out. Here is the third morning on the way out of the mountains.
Perhaps there's a thing or two
There is
I think of lying in bed.
campfire still going
I shouldn't have said.
under that dry tree. Well, this is for my good friends who live down there by the equator in South Texas. David, Robert, Lee, Captain, Sergio, Oscar, Bocho, Taco, Ron, Perry, Harold, everyone, Shirley, and Ruth. I want you all to know what the abominable snowman sounds like.
It doesn't matter at all.
Bigfoot. Bigfoot lives in these here hills. Now, I'm not kidding. It's not even cold out. Even though it kind of looks like it.